Arrowe Park. It's a big park, and there's a hospital as well in this area. It's on the Wirral, just a few miles away. It's on the Wirral, you know, between the top end of it, and it's sort of like the middle western side of the peninsula. I'm going to go this way now. Nearby, further south towards me, is Parkgate, which is a nice thing. It's got a promenade, ice cream, pubs and stuff, and it's a nice walk. The sunlight, you've got to keep an eye out. Not for the German cars, all of a sudden they appear out of the sun. Usually about 1 o'clock high. I'm gonna get a new I've got a camera anyway, but that's for you know, any incidents. But for this one, for the phone, for a smartphone, because I'm not satisfied with it. And yeah, I like to see, you know, nice routes in Wales or whatever they are. If I go to the Lake District, I'll do part of the journey. Well, inside the lakes, obviously, not on the motorway and things like that. A lot of things still not open. The tramway at Great Orme is not open. So's the mines, which I haven't been to. They're on the Great Orme, and they're on the road up there, about halfway up. I was planning to do that, but they're not open till the middle of March. It's not quite there yet. I did suggest that for a friend. We could go and do, I don't know if I mentioned the mine, but they're not open after discovering that. So it'd just be Llandudno, which there's plenty of things to do there. We had a nice little walk. I'd do this drive. It's off the motorway. I came along here by motorway. It was quicker. It's quite scenic, isn't it? If we're at a traffic light, I'm not going to bother trying to check, you know, pausing it. Because it's dangerous, really. I'm strapped in and I don't want to. It's on the passenger side, on the sunshade, so hanging on there. So I'm going to get another one anyway. So there's all little pubs in Cheshire. Even now, they're still surviving. One of my favourites is the Harp in Neston. That's got a pick. You can have your meal and look over the Dee estuary. Parkgate's got two pubs, one on each, one beside the other. The Old Quay has got a carvery, and the Boathouse has got some very nice meals as well. They're both either end of the promenade along there. If I go on the road, I must remind myself, going into Chester, there is a windmill, but it's got sails still on it. I think it's Parkgate Road, but yeah, I'll if I can remember that. I don't know what the quality of sound is like on this because I'm not that near to the phone. I haven't got an external mic. It's a lovely day, isn't it? This is quite pleasant. Temporary traffic lights for something like small, but it goes on because most days, even like a day like today, you will find there's nobody there, which is very frustrating. So even in an area like this, which it's a pleasure to drive, I don't know why they I think they're offered the contract for 2 weeks, and it's probably about, you know, I'm being cynical, but it could be 2 days work. And everybody's happy because they're not paying for it. It's the rest of us. And then it becomes invisible then, or it can be spent as much as they like and buy what they want with it. This is good, a little turf place. And I've got turf on the little car and on the van. There's a walk there that I enjoyed. Oh, I must go to this farm, which is out the other side of Chester, and I want to go to this farm and buy some. There's another one as well. There's another, like a factory with a shop on the way to come to me anyway. It's in a town in Cheshire, but the one there, the Manor Farm, I think it is. That's very good. Of course, this is all totally different in the autumn, or you know, the midsummer, and even winter with the ice on the trees and the roads. We've got Cheshire salt that they put, salted grit or whatever it is. Yeah, a diversion. This one here. No, that's too early. I usually go down Badger's Rake, which is right near, you know, carry on down this road right to the almost default setting. but I could cut her through and go through Waverton or something like that. There's Neston, that's the way to the Harp Inn, another Nest Gardens, never been there. Botanical Gardens. Yeah. And off we go. I used to live in Chester for a while. I recently met Steve. I used to share the house. I had a room and he had his room, but I was sharing the rest of the house. Yeah, it was. I just discovered now, when I went there, I parked near where I used to live, and the barber's gone. I was surprised to see him. You know, I went to see Steve, and he used to get his hair cut there as well, and it's gone now. It's been sold up for some, I don't know. Brook Street is an interesting place. From that side, the other side of the railway, which is near the town, it's got all these sort of ethnic and spice shops and stuff. So if you like noodles instead of the, you know, the boring stuff, you know, for whatever you want to cook, if you want a Mexican style, whatever. Yeah, I might go left here. I think I will. I'll go through Waverton. Quarry Road. They just stopped for me. That's very good of them, isn't it? Well clued up, that phone. Oh, it's a lady. Very good. Well clued up. Out a good route here instead of going back on the motorway, and I'm enjoying it. It's more relaxing. There isn't too much traffic hold up so far, and it's a nice day. Makes it all the difference. And the light is just wonderful, isn't it? Village. It's a 20-mile limiter. You know they've changed them in Wales, but these are still at 20 miles an hour, which I find it's okay. It's a very nice village, and you know, there's kids and stuff around. Yeah, it's 20 miles an hour. Let's slow down. like looking around. And just around to the left there, there's, or nearer to a church, there's a footpath and an old mill. You can see why it's fine at 20, because there's weaving in and out of parked cars here. So it's Williston, not Willisden. Yeah, from there it leads to an old mill, but it's occupied as well. If you go to the right here, one of the roads on the right is called Halton Road, and there's an old railway station that's preserved. There's no railway there, the track is there, and it's got the old signs and stuff like that there, the old signal box. And there's such a thing as a spar. You're very rare to see them. Apparently in other parts, maybe in Scotland, you see one every 5 minutes, but yeah. You can't see it. It's, you know, it's got that old tree, fir tree symbol in a circle, green. Yeah, there's lots of disused railways. There's a Wirral Way one here, many of them actually. There's a pub on the corner here, the Nag's Head. Not been in that one, but it's on an awkward corner, I suppose. I'm sure you can park and walk, but just not got round to it. Interesting. I mean, I just do it, but this might be more popular than the Walker did, so you never know. You know, the drive could be more popular. Still got the same lovely scenery in that, and it's on little lanes and stuff, so minor roads. These new so-called villages, and there's no facilities there, nothing, no, not even shops. Be lucky to get a bus run to set up to pick you up, because generally speaking you'll have to accept that it's a car only place. You have to have a car to actually go to anywhere, the doctors or whatever. You're sharing that one with an established surgery. It's the same with your teeth, you can't get anywhere. NHS, whatever. Big hole in the ground there. This is Susie, the Suzuki. Not now on film, but we always have a conversation. We get on so well. She agrees with everything I do. She doesn't complain. She's nice, you know, takes me somewhere. Now let's change it. Yeah, she takes me somewhere nice on the road, by the way. Just stop it. And yeah, very reliable. Doesn't cheat on me, and I don't have anybody else driving her. No way. They're filthy hands on their wheels. Not having it. Not right, Susie. See, we're cerebral. You know, it's a cerebral thing. I'm sorry to say. That's all it is. Oh look, some traffic lights. Look, we might be lucky here. They don't seem to put it in the maximum amount of damage for everybody to make them have a wobbly. So she's not had a previous owner. She's got a history, you know, this Susie. She's not had a previous owner, but she was a showroom for over a year, but it was the mileage was less than 100 miles. So she's been around, if you know what I mean, but well, you know, she's new to me. So there's one or two people have been driving her in and out the showroom, and that's all. I can live with that, you know. I'm thinking about it, but you know, I'm getting over it now. Yeah. I mean, they do have affection, you know, for ships and things like that. They give them names, trains, and all kinds of transport, don't they? There's on this, oh no, it's the other road, the Hooton Road. We're on the Williston Road. There's a pub across the way here called the Chimneys. I don't know whether it'll cover it on the camera. It's got fancy chimneys, of course, that's why it's called the Chimneys. Oh, I don't know. So this is the A41 we're going to go on now. There's another, if you go straight across there, you go through Rivica Park Valley, which is another area that's near to me, and you can walk around there as well. Yeah. And a pub I frequent, yeah, occasionally. See where this biker's going, he's going straight across, so you've got a junction here. You see the road on the right is called the Welsh Road, and that takes you across the River Dee that way. Through Wales and across the River Dee to some of the places I go. My old friends, and you find new things all the time. Well, that's why I do it. There's nothing would change if I you know, some people, they win the pools, it was the old days, and I believe he just let his family go on holiday and he kept running his newsagent, this bloke that won it. No, it wouldn't change. I'd still do walks and stuff around here and whatever. Yeah, it's good for your spirit and the way you are. It's just it's stress-free. You know, I don't go screaming at people in my car. You can see something get a bit wound up. Maybe with good reason. You know, I'm not in that situation where I've got a schedule to work to. You know, I did sales as well. I did a lot of driving then. But I still, generally speaking, enjoy driving, particularly now that I'm retired. So, yeah, there we are, little Sutton. Please drive carefully. Yeah. For sale there, that it's not a white van, it was a silver van. See how much it was. Yeah, so far now. This is very handy. There's a railway station if you turn left there, just a few, what, quarter mile away. Where I do, you just walk through the area, through the roads near me. You don't have to go onto this A41. And also there's the buses here that go straight to Liverpool or the other way to Chester. And it's the same with the railway, very convenient. But sadly I don't hardly use the railway because it's not covered on my bus pass or transport pass. Some people in Liverpool, they can use the ferries even and the railway as well as the buses. But I do go if I want to go and meet, and I can have a drink and not worry about you know, having a couple of pints. The Old Red Lion pub. I think they still have live music. I haven't been in there. Yeah, the White Lion is my favourite in this area. Well, it's just in Thornton, whatever. Thornton something just down the road. You can walk there. It's not particularly fascinating walk. What's happening here? They're parking up, are they? Yeah, I presume they are. What's that? Susie's telling me, why am I talking about her business? She's a very private person. You know, if I tell people that she's communicating with me, thankfully they don't believe me. Here we are. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed the drive. Bye bye.